What do you get when you mix a tumultuous childhood marked by poverty, a city in economic ruin, and a profound, almost desperate desire for a voice? You get Marshall Mathers, better known as Eminem, a lyrical force of nature who redefined hip-hop and became a lightning rod for controversy. But behind the bleached blonde hair and the violent alter ego of Slim Shady lies a story of perseverance against overwhelming odds. This is not a tale of a gifted artist with a smooth path to stardom, but of a fighter who clawed his way out of the depths of despair. How did a high school dropout from the wrong side of the tracks become one of the best-selling artists of all time? What role did a father figure in Dr. Dre play in his incredible transformation? And what is the true price of fame when your entire life, family battles and all, is laid bare for the world to see? Get ready to explore the raw and unfiltered life of Eminem. You're on the Mr. Brownstone channel. Let's begin. From Marshall Mathers to Eminem. Marshall Bruce Mathers III was born on October 17, 1972, in St. Joseph, Missouri. His childhood was far from stable, characterized by his father abandoning the family and frequent moves between Missouri and Detroit. He and his mother, Debbie, settled in a working-class, predominantly black neighborhood on the east side of Detroit. As one of the few white kids on the block, Marshall was often the target of severe bullying. Music became his escape, a way to channel his frustrations and find a sense of self. He was introduced to hip-hop through his uncle Ronnie, and by age 14, he was passionately engaged in freestyle rap battles at local high schools, even though he was a student at a different one. It was during this time he adopted the name Eminem, which soon evolved into Eminem. He dropped out of high school at 17 after failing the 9th grade 3 times and worked a series of dead-end jobs, including as a cook and dishwasher, to support his young daughter, Hailie. Despite the daily grind, his passion for hip-hop never wavered. He recorded his first album, Infinite, in 1996, but it was a commercial failure. The rejection, coupled with his struggles with poverty and a suicide attempt, led him to create a new persona, Slim Shady. This alter ego was an outlet for his darkest thoughts, a shocking, comedic, and often vulgar character that would eventually change his destiny. The Slim Shady phenomenon. His breakthrough moment came not from a record sale, but from a rap battle. After placing second at the 1997 Rap Olympics, a copy of his Slim Shady EP was given to an intern at Interscope Records. The demo eventually landed in the hands of legendary producer and NWA co-founder Dr. Dre. Upon hearing the tape, Dre famously said, "Find me this kid." The collaboration between the two was instant and transformative. Dre became a mentor and a father figure to Eminem, guiding him to polish his raw talent. In 1999, they released the Slim Shady LP, and the world was introduced to Eminem. Hits like My Name Is and Guilty Conscience were an immediate sensation. The album's blend of dark humor, controversial lyrics, and undeniable lyrical skill turned Eminem into a global superstar. A year later, Eminem solidified his place in history with the Marshall Mathers LP. The album sold a record-breaking 1.78 million copies in its first week, becoming the fastest-selling rap album of all time. It featured iconic tracks like The Real Slim Shady, Stan, and The Way I Am, which explored his complicated relationship with fame, his wife Kim, and his mother. He became a cultural lightning rod, simultaneously praised for his technical prowess and condemned for his explicit and violent lyrics. In 2002, his career reached an even higher peak with the semi-autobiographical film 8 Mile. The movie was a critical and commercial success, and its theme song, Lose Yourself, earned him an Academy Award for Best Original Song, the first time a rap song had ever won the award. Addiction, Hiatus, and Triumphant Return. At the height of his fame, the pressures of success, his ongoing legal battles, and his turbulent personal life began to take a toll. He struggled with an addiction to prescription drugs, which became more severe after the tragic death of his best friend and D12 member, Proof, in 2006. His struggles culminated in a near-fatal methadone overdose, leading him to take a long-needed break from the public eye. For several years, fans wondered if they would ever hear from him again. In 2009, he released Relapse, an album that marked his first step back into the spotlight, but it was 2010's Recovery that truly announced his triumphant return. The album addressed his struggles with addiction head-on, featuring the anthems Not Afraid and Love the Way You Lie, which resonated with millions and cemented his status as a beacon of resilience. An unstoppable legacy. Today, Eminem is more than just a rapper, he is a living legend and a business mogul. He founded Shady Records, which launched the careers of artists like 50 Cent, and has been recognized as one of the best-selling music artists in history. He continues to release critically acclaimed albums and surprises fans with new projects, always staying true to his unique style. His personal life is also on a much more stable path, with his daughter Hailie now an adult with a family of her own. He has used his platform for philanthropic work, creating the Marshall Mathers Foundation to assist disadvantaged youth in his home state of Michigan. His journey from an angry outcast to a sober, respected father and icon is an extraordinary story of redemption that continues to inspire millions. What part of Eminem's story do you find most impactful? Is it his raw lyricism, his triumphant comeback, or his relationship with his daughter? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive, why not watch our deep dive into the life of Rihanna next? Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Mr. Brownstone for more stories of iconic figures. Ready for the next one? Let's go!